Good morning to you, my lords and ladies. Good news has followed the initial mystery of the Great Gnome Migration. The Moonhaven Falls Guard Barracks has successfully reunited nearly all of the relocated garden gnomes with their relieved owners. As of this morning, all gnomes have been claimed by their respective owners, save one. The distinctive gnome, dressed in a wizarding robe with a pointed red hat, which was found perched atop the town's center fountain. Captain Elara Vancroft reports that the barracks has seen a steady stream of residents coming to reclaim their lawn ornaments.
It has been quite gratifying to see the community rally to bring their little friends home,
Vancroft stated.
However, our magical gnome friend is still waiting for their owner.
The lone, unclaimed wizard garden gnome has sparked a light-hearted speculation among the guard members.
Yeah, we're starting to wonder if this gnome belongs to a retired wizard who maybe wanted a more unique garden guardian,
mused one of the guardsmen. So if you know a wizard, or anyone who owns this highly charismatic gnome in robes, please let them know he's safely at the barracks and can be picked up there. The wizarding gnome is currently being held for safekeeping at the Moonhaven Falls Guard Barracks. Anyone who recognizes or owns the wizarding gnome is asked to contact the barracks to claim him.
Greetings once more, Seekers of Destiny, and welcome to the arcane whispers of Elara Meadowlight. 2 weeks have unfurled since the charming calico cat offered its multi-hued blessing from the willow, its harmonizing presence a soft counterpoint to the deep, resonant hum from the Dragon-Tooth Mountains. 16 weeks now stand between us and the phoenix's fiery ascent, a testament to the eternal current of destiny. Today, however, the very heart of Moonhaven Falls has begun to sing a new and undeniably beautiful song. For from the very core of the Moonhaven Falls, a lighter contralto hum can now be heard in duet, distinct from the mountain's distant thrumming. It is a constant humming vibration that seems to echo through the very bedrock. More strikingly, the water itself now seems to hold a subtle, shifting luminance, an ethereal glow that pulses with an inner light, casting dancing reflections across nearby rocks and trees. Now this is no mere trick of the light. This is a direct manifestation, a sign that whatever has been stirred by the ancient key and the mountain's awakening is now actively present, emanating from the very heart of our community. The falls are no longer just water, but rather a living conduit, a doorway, a profound, magical presence. A special note on the falls duet and newfound luminescence. This profound change in the Moonhaven Falls is an omen of active magical manifestation, the direct emergence of ancient energies, and the heightened connection to a powerful, living source. The hum and the glow signify that what was once a mystery or a distant force is now tangibly present and constantly influencing the immediate environment. For all, this demands immediate awareness and willingness to engage directly with the unfolding magic. Be prepared for direct experiences with the extraordinary, and recognize that the very ground of your existence is now infused with an awakened power. For those of you born under the sign of the Whispering Willow, that is, mid-spring to early summer, the luminous hum from the falls calls to your very essence, urging a profound, active transformation. The constant, resonant hum and shifting light from the falls indicate that your path of new growth and self-discovery is now directly connected to a powerful, active source of magic. Your inner blossoming is being accelerated by this tangible presence, demanding that you actively engage with the transformative energies around you. This is a time to embrace radical change from within, allowing the magical current to reshape your fundamental understanding of self and purpose. The murmuring of the Moonhaven Falls now sings a vibrant, continuous melody, advising you to surrender to its flow and allow it to guide your deep metamorphosis. A piece of wood or a leaf from the fall's edge, now glowing faintly, could be a token of your intrinsic connection to this awakened source. For those of you born under the sign of the soaring griffin, that is, late summer to early autumn, the fall's active magic offers an immense power, demanding leadership that can master and channel its vibrant flow. For you, the hum and the luminescence are a clear sign that the raw power that you have been preparing to contend with is now actively manifesting at the very heart of your life. Your leadership will be tested not just by external challenges, but by your ability to understand, channel, and potentially even direct this potent living magic. This is a time for bold, decisive action, but also a deep respect and careful study of the forces now at play. Great opportunities for harnessing this power will arise, but so too do great responsibilities. The distant roar of the falls now pulses with a palpable energy, advising you to learn its rhythm and to lead by example in its presence. A vessel that seems to hum with a captured light, or a symbol of a guiding hand amidst this powerful current, may represent your new role. For those of you born under the sign of the deepening mire, that is, mid-autumn to early winter, the fall's radiant hum reveals the very pulse of active magic in your life, making ancient truth manifest and undeniable. The truths that you have been uncovering are no longer merely abstract concepts. The hum, the luminescence from the falls, signify that they are now active, undeniable, and palpable. You are being called to directly engage with the living manifestations of ancient mysteries. This is a time for profound revelations that transcend intellectual understanding, moving into direct sensory experience. You may find yourselves drawn to this very source of power, or find that answers to your deepest questions are now vibrating in the very air around you. The slow, persistent trickle of the falls, now glowing with its own inner light, reminds you that truth is not just found, but felt, experienced. A fragment of stone from a waterfall that seems to pulse faintly to your senses, or a dream where you communicate directly with elemental forces, could well be a sign of your deepening connection. For those of you born under the sign of the frozen hearth, that is, late winter to early spring, your enduring spirit is now infused with the fall's living magic, radiating a vibrant and undeniable new life. Your magnificent rebirth, forged against the backdrop of immense forces, is now profoundly intensified by the constant active magic emanating from the falls. This hum and luminescence signify that your renewed spirit is not just strong, but actively radiating power. A beacon of living vitality. You are called to integrate this continuous magical flow into your very being, allowing it to amplify your resilience and purpose. This is a time to shine, to demonstrate the full potential of your transformation, and to be a source of vibrant, healing energy for those around you. The steady flow of the falls, even in its winter embrace, now hums with a warm, life-giving power, speaking of a spirit that is a wellspring of enduring magic. A clear, unblemished crystal found near the falls that glows softly, or an unexplained feeling of intense, vibrant energy, could be a testament to your newfound active power. Please remember that these are but whispers from the cosmic currents, glimpses of what may be. Ultimately, the choices you make, the actions that you take, these are the true shapers of your destiny. And may the light of the moon guide your path. May your journey be filled with discovery and fortune, especially as the very heart of the Moonhaven Falls begins to sing its ancient, luminous song. This has been Elara Meadowlight with your Omen Outcast.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Arena Fury Review. Tonight we retreated to an aerial spectacle, a breathtaking battle between the fiery grace of the soaring phoenix and the swift predatory strikes of the flying harpies. Let's relive those high-flying highlights. This was a match for the birds. Literally, get ready for some serious airtime and feathery fury. The anticipation was sky high as these two aerial-themed titans entered the arena. The soaring phoenix, known for their explosive bursts of speed, against the flying harpies, masters of the swift, coordinated attack.
Man, you can feel the updraft of excitement. The phoenix looked ready to rise from the ashes while the harpies were circling, ready to swoop down for the elimination.
And right off the bat, the aerial acrobatics begin. Look at Ember Ace of the soaring phoenix, utilizing the moving platform for an incredible leap, avoiding the throw and gaining the high ground.
Talk about hang time! Ember Ace with an aerial ballet. That harpy thrower just got outmaneuvered by a human rocket.
But the flying harpies are masters of aerial precision. Sky, Talon, Selena gliding down the ramp, delivering a pinpoint accurate throw and taking out Blaze Bolt Ben of the Phoenix.
Selena with a dive-bomb elimination. Ben didn't even see it coming. That is the harpy's signature move. You strike fast, you strike true.
The arena lights are flashing now, creating chaos. Amidst the disarray, Inferno Iris of the soaring phoenix manages to connect with a throw, eliminating Wind Rider Willow of the harpies. Sometimes it seems a little chaos can be your friend.
Disco dodgeball! Couldn't see your own wings with that light show. Iris just got lucky, but hey, hit's a hit. Willow probably thought she was at a rave. Then whack! Reality check!
A crucial blue orb for the flying harpies. Zephyr Zoom tags Flame Fury Finn, and Finn is moving like he's wading through treacle. A smart tactical move.
Zoom just hit Finn with a slow-mo serum. Finn's looking less like a soaring phoenix and more like a grounded pigeon. That orb just saved Zoom's feathers.
The Phoenix retaliate with a red orb. Sunstrike Sol unleashes a lightning-fast throw, connecting with Aereo Angel Ava mid-air. Incredible timing.
Sol's throw was faster than a speeding comet. Ava got tagged while trying her best impression of a flying squirrel. Talk about your mid-air collision of rubber and feathers.
The ball dispensers have moved to a precarious high platform, and we're seeing runners from both teams making risky ascents to gain control of the new ball supply.
It's a race to the top, like two flocks of birds fighting over the last worm. One wrong step and it's a long way down to the elimination zone.
A clever power orb play, Gale Force Garrett uses the green orb on Wingspan Wyatt on the narrow platform. Wyatt's now all wobbly, and he's off. A costly mistake.
Garrett just gave Wyatt a serious case of vertigo. 1 minute you're throwing, the next you're taking an unscheduled flight to ground floor. Gravity 1, Phoenix 0.
Unbelievable. In the final seconds, Skyfire Sierra of the Soaring Phoenix with a clear orb. She launches Razor Wing Rex of the Harpies right out of the arena. Game over.
He's out of there! Serena just gave Rex an eviction notice. Talk about a dramatic exit. I don't think he's soaring back anytime soon. Phoenix snatched victory in the most unexpected way.
An absolutely thrilling and unique match. The aerial prowess of both teams was on full display, culminating in a truly unforgettable finish. Arena Fury continues to deliver the spectacular.
That was more exciting than a high-speed chase through a wind tunnel. The Phoenix rose to the occasion, and the Harpies got, well, harpooned. Oh, what a night!
Oh, hey there, neighbor. Do you need supplies for your journey? Are you looking for everyday essentials? Stop by Goodman's Gable General Goods, your one-stop shop for all your needs here in Oakhaven. From sturdy rope and reliable torches to nourishing rations and comfortable bedrolls, Goodman Gables has it all. We stock a wide variety of practical items for adventurers, travelers, and local residents alike. You need parchment and ink to record your latest discoveries? We got it. Looking for a sturdy backpack to carry your treasures? We got that too. And don't forget our selection of local produce and freshly baked goods, perfect for a taste of home on the road. Goodman Gable himself is always on hand with a friendly smile and helpful advice. He knows the region like the back of his hand and can often provide invaluable insights and directions. Be sure to check out our ever-changing selection of curios and trinkets, too. You never know what treasures you might find. For quality goods at fair prices, visit Goodman Gable General Goods, right on Main Street of Oakhaven.
Tell Goodman the friendly voice on the airwave sent you.
And he just might offer you a complimentary piece of his famous hard candy. That's Goodman Gable's General Store, right off the main road.
Good afternoon to you, my chieftains and autocrats, my pontiffs and caliphs. A jaunty salute to the soldiers, the craftsmen, the travelers, and fellow citizens of all walks of life here in the Lost Realms. Welcome back to Crossroads Chronicles, where we unravel the threads of the extraordinary lives woven across the tapestry of the Lost Realms. Tonight, we are venturing into a realm of unexpected artistry, where nimble fingers and draconic ancestry combine to create objects of both beauty and potent enchantment. We are here to speak with a truly unique artisan, a dragonborne, whose passion lies not in fire and fury, but in the delicate dance of needles and thread. Let's step into their fascinating workshop. We have arrived in what can only be described as a haven of cozy enchantment. Skeins of yarn in every imaginable hue, some shimmering with an inner light, others spun from what appears to be solidified shadow lining the walls. Intricate tapestries depicting fantastical scenes adorn the space, and the air simply hums with a subtle but comforting energy. And here amidst this vibrant creativity sits our guest, their scaled fingers moving with surprising dexterity. Today we join Emberclaw Willowbrook, a dragonborne whose exquisite knitted and quilted creations have become highly sought after by adventurers and mages alike. Emberclaw, thank you for welcoming us into your enchanting workshop.
The pleasure is all mine, friend. Welcome. May the warmth of the hearth and magic embrace you.
A dragonborn specializing in knitting and quilting magical items. It's a combination one doesn't often encounter. What sparked this unique calling?
My kin often gravitate toward more percussive arts, I shall admit that. The roar of the battle, the crackle of the flame. But even the heart of a dragon can appreciate the quiet strength found in creation. My clutch mother, in her quieter moments, would weave intricate patterns into our bedding with her claws. It instilled in me a love for texture and the magic that can be woven with simple thread.
How did that love evolve into the creation of enchanted items?
Well, my draconic heritage grants me an affinity for manipulating elemental energies. As I honed my skill with needle and thread, initially just for comfort and decoration, I discovered I could channel those energies into the very fibers of what I was weaving. By focusing my inherent magic into specific patterns and materials, I could imbue them with abilities. A scarf that can whisper a warning, a quilt that offers resistance to frost, gloves that mend themselves.
Wow. It sounds like you're literally weaving magic into existence. What kind of materials do you work with? I imagine it's not your typical wool and cotton.
Oh, indeed not. No, we have here thread spun from spider silk, imbued with tremor sense. Yarns dyed with crushed scales of displacer beasts for their subtle shifting properties. Even fibers harvested from the ethereal manes of the nightmare. Perfect for dream-weaving enchantments, let me tell you. And for quilting, I might use layers of Shadowfell silk for resistance to necrotic energies, or panels of griffin down just for the lightness and warmth, you know?
Well, sourcing those materials has got to be an adventure in itself.
Ooh, let's just say my expeditions are less about golden glory and more about acquiring the finer things in life. Shed feathers, negotiating with surprisingly territorial giant spiders. My presence can be persuasive in certain situations, though, although sometimes a well-crafted, enchanted cozy for egg sacs works wonders, too.
So, your draconic nature isn't always about intimidation?
Oh, no, not always. I mean, sometimes that's understood, but the deep connection to the natural world, you know, the patience of the ancient bloodlines, these can be surprisingly useful in a delicate art of creation.
Okay. Well, what are some of the most popular or maybe challenging magical items that you've created?
Well, I'd say my wormling warmth blanket, probably. It adjusts the temperature to the sleeper's needs. Very popular with adventurers traversing varied climates. As for challenging, I once crafted a tapestry that displayed accurate constellations and shifted in real time. That one required incredibly precise stitching and a deeper understanding than I expected of celestial mechanics. Nearly drove me to hoard a mountain of star charts.
Oh man, I can imagine. Do you ever find that your two seemingly disparate skills, the draconic heritage and the delicate needlework, ever clash?
Well, I mean, in the beginning, sure. The movements were sometimes too forceful. Snapping needles wasn't uncommon, let alone thread, but I mean, with practice, I learned to channel that draconic focus into the smallest of stitches. It became about control, precision, and understanding the flow of energy, whether a gout of flame or a strand of enchanted silk.
Okay, well, what do you hope your creations will bring to those who use them then?
Comfort. Protection? Maybe a touch of wonder in the everyday. Just because one carries a sword or can cast powerful spells doesn't mean they don't appreciate the soft touch of a magically imbued scarf, after all, nor the reassuring warmth of a quilted cloak that can deflect a blow. Personally, I believe even the fiercest hearts can find solace amongst something carefully crafted, with intent, and a little bit of magic.
That is a wonderful sentiment, Emberclaw, and you have truly carved out a unique and enchanting niche for yourself here in the Lost Realms. Thank you for sharing your Crossroads Chronicles story with us today.
And thank you for having me on the show. May your path be filled with creativity and maybe the gentle magic of connection.
That was Emberclaw Willowbrook, reminding us that artistry can bloom in the most unexpected of hearts, and that even the mightiest of beings can find beauty and purpose in the delicate dance of creation. You're listening to the Crystal Network. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This concludes our episode for the week. We release new episodes every Tuesday at 5 a.m. Eastern. I hope you all found it amusing, enjoyable, and entertaining. If you have a moment, I could really use some feedback, especially from those of you who have listened to multiple episodes. What segments would you like to see more of? Which ones do you feel can quietly go away? Knowing what my listeners like or dislike is invaluable in determining how the show will progress, and some direct feedback would be wonderful. If you could also take a moment to rate this podcast, maybe share it with a friend or a community, I would really appreciate it. Spreading the word about my weekly episodes would be of great help to me personally. And if you haven't already, please remember to subscribe or follow the channel or podcast. For anyone who wishes to directly invest in the future of our work, do please explore the community on Patreon. I personally write, edit, and produce all of the content for the show, and if you want to buy me a cup of coffee a month as encouragement to continue doing so, I quite happily accept. Thank you to all of our new and returning supporters, and I look forward to seeing all of you in the next episode. Happy New Year's, ladies and gentlemen.